You know, you see the signs of peach capital of the world, and that sort of got its name back in the early days when it literally was probably the peach capital of the world.
In the 50s, this area probably in July led the United States in fresh packed peaches for that month of July, and that was Johnston, South Carolina, and that's somewhat how the name peach capital of the world was derived from. The ridge starts basically in Edgefield County and runs all the way to Lexington County. So we have a part of an area that's been growing peaches, started basically probably in the 1800s.
The peach industry was sort of begun after the asparagus industry, its demise. The asparagus industry in this part of the world in the 1920s and 30s was quite large. After the asparagus industry sort of went by the wayside, some folks started planting peaches. Normally the peach deal was very small because most of the farmers were general farmers. They grew other things, cattle, you know, row crops and what have you. So it sort of started in the late 30s, early 40s, and it's sort of continued. I guess our peak of acreage and volume was in the 1960s and 70s.
My grandfather, I think the Younce family has been in produce most of their lives, and we're third generation. Grandfather grew asparagus. My father started planting peaches in the 40s, and then my brother and I came back in the late 60s and in 70, and we've been with the company since then. Some families, I think probably the peach industry is a way of life, and if you probably don't have any children that want to come back in it, it's probably not one of these businesses that you can pretty well hire a manager to do it. It's a feel, and it's an on-site thing, and we're lucky that both of Larry and myself have two sons, and that one's in engineering and the other one was political science, and they've decided that they think they want to carry on the family tradition and come back and be with us on the peach farm.
We're lucky, you know, we're blessed and we're lucky to be here. We've been fortunate. We've expanded tremendously over the last number of years. Now we're not the real peach capital of the world, but we probably grow as many peaches in this county as any county east of the Mississippi. So we're sort of the peach capital of this part of the world.